Okay. Hello, hello, hello. Howdy, how's everyone doing? uh, Ayo, do not mind me, I am troubleshooting things. Gabu. Of course, of course. Aha. Howdy, howdy. Let's see. Okay, we are making sure that Twitch is up. However, it would seem the live chat is not live chatting. Ah, well. See. Okay, I hope you don't mind if I just spend a couple minutes at the start here troubleshooting. Hello! Yes, creature design. Yeah. Rip Twitch. I'm technically not allowed to make the stream on Twitch like of lesser quality than the YouTube stream. Like that's a big no-no according to like Twitch's actual guidelines. So it would be good if I tried to actually fix the quality, because it says it's rather unstable, so I do need to fix that. Okay. Oh, it says it's stable now. Ooh, Twitch gang. Okay. I am desperately trying to get multi-channel chat to work. That is... Is that my... Not my PFP. Ah, is it still only showing Twitch? This is a completely different program. That's bizarre. Well, widget. It's a different widget. That's the name of it. Huh. Cool. Oh? Gang gang. Ah, I see what is happening. Okay. Yes, I'm sure this must be very riveting viewing for all of you at home. Okay, wait, so... I have to keep going back into Twitch to see. No, it's still showing. Okay. Fantastic. Glorious. That's really weird. Is it maybe because I'm not... I should be logged in on Stream Elements. On both. And I am seeing... Yeah, it's the same thing as before. I am seeing multi-chat in the actual OBS extension. Glorious. Fantastic. I love computer. Nice. It's 9 p.m. here too. It's a very relaxing sort of evening. Maybe if I just keep opening chat windows. Eventually. Okay. Cool, yeah, Central Europe. Greetings from Earth. Mm-hmm. Computer. Why? Why do you do this to me, computer? Okay. Mm-hmm. 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 Well. Yeah, Turt. I can see you on the... It's very strange. Yeah, okay, so that's the custom one. That's not doing much of anything. So if I go back here and open up the original one, at least it shows all of Twitch's chats as opposed to just some. This is ridiculous. Because I can't go and like I can still make a private stream on YouTube, but I can't do that on Twitch anymore. And I can't just like go live for like 20 minutes on a Tuesday morning because people will get notified of me doing that. So I can't just like mess around with it when I have time during the week. It has to be like, it has to work within the 10 minutes before I start streaming proper, or else it's just not gonna happen. And I'm beginning to see the flaw in the original plan here. The technical difficult. Okay, hang on, wait, no. But then you can't talk to me, and then I gotta suffer in silence and leave you for like 10 minutes. Ah. Oh well. Yeah. The text size is also massive as opposed to like the inbuilt Twitch chat. Yeah. I need to have chat validating my decisions, otherwise what is my purpose on Earth? In life? Okay, so I'm just gonna... Multi-channel chat is not multi-channeling, so I'm just gonna close that. I can see you. I'm actively fiddling with the the chat overlay. I can see you. Thank you for your This is very bad. It is just Twitch chat that can be seen. I guess it makes sense since most of you guys are on YouTube, but still. Ah, it stinks. Okay. Okay, save, reload. I can still see you guys on my side. It's fine, it's fine. Okay, there we go. It is unfortunately still just Twitch chat that's visible. Highly unfortunate. Oh well. Anyway, hello. Let's see if we can start for real. Why are they so silly? Because there's only 2 people there. And Turt. Twitch is a hell of a lot more chaotic than YouTube. Or so it would seem. Okay, making monsters, live, tags, English art, VTuber. I have to tag myself as a VTuber. I never thought I'd ever do that in a million years, but here we are. You better not say the gamer word. I can see you. my OBS is working just fine. It's the overlay that's the problem. There you go. Ah, okay, there we go. No more touching. No more touching OBS. Okay. Yeah, you know what, YouTube? YouTube viewer Texamentium, you are right. I don't know about this Eamon Racing fella. Pretty sus if you ask me. Are you still... You are being... You're not being repressed, I can see you. You're definitely in the overlay. It's why I had to switch back to the base one. Because you really were being oppressed. Step 1 of being a VTuber. I should just have a stream sometime in the week. Just pop in. No warning, no planning, no schedule. Just 20 minutes of me figuring shit out. Whoa! Finally, the rise of Turtle Master. Okay, so as you have probably seen in the title, today we are making monsters. I would not consider myself even slightly a professional at making monsters and creatures. I did kind of have it like gently touched on like as a topic when I was studying concept art, but pretty much the only advice I got was try making silhouettes first, and then build from there and like use a lot of like real life animal reference images as well. So, but I do enjoy drawing monsters and creatures and gods and like spirits and things. Rar, yes, indeed. Rar, XD, etc., etc. Watch me. And today we'll be drawing the scariest monster of all, your local politician. And here you can see the lifelessness of the eyes. And that's the spot where the heart would go, if it had one. Did people actually leave when I said RAR XD? Oh no. Dang it. Oh, oh, that hurts. Okay, okay. Okay, I can't keep hopping back and forth. This is inefficient. Horrific jackalope. Oh, I'm so sorry you're chained to the stream. Eamon Racing 95 on Twitch. Tragic. God, I don't know. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. It's fine. It's fine. As you can see, we are working with a nice lavender background. I'm calling it lavender. It probably isn't lavender. Because I looked back at the last stream and I was like, ah, the white is blinding on all of my dark backgrounds. All of my night mode web browsers are having a terrible time. Yes, so we have a pretty background for once. This will not be ever again. I will 100% forget to do it next time. Right, yes, so you probably saw in the thumbnail, if you are on YouTube, sorry Twitch, but I will show you now, so as to save my own ass. Like I said, silhouette's pretty important, and also pretty simple to do. And that is pretty much it. You can go more complicated, less complicated. If you want, you can add in a secondary color so that you can add a little bit of shading and color. So that you can make it a little bit more interesting, break up the actual silhouette a little bit more, show a little bit more detail. But ultimately, that is pretty much the only guidance I got while studying. I mean, okay, fair enough. They dealt a lot more with like actual art principles and concepts and like character design and scenery design. Sorry, landscape. So that was the more important thing for my 1 year of my 1 year course, which makes sense. It makes a lot of sense. It's definitely sort of a very specialized discipline. But yeah, it's why I'm not really providing examples and like stuff from my portfolio like I did with the character design stream, because I don't really have much of anything. The stuff that you saw in that stream was pretty much all I had. So we are starting from scratch and dealing with the consequences of that. Oh, cool. To be honest, that was the way I was going to make the demons in my game, except they would have viral shapes. That's so cool. Viral shapes? Like virus or like internet famous? Sorry. And this one's shaped like Technovision. Yeah, Spoopy Ghost. Of course, most creatures are friend-shaped, but this gives you a pretty wide range of like things that you can do, especially when it comes to, you know, as you get more and more complicated, it's not going to stay this cute and simplified forever, but it's fun. You can do a lot of like neat little things, like a lot of character design, and then this can also be extended to monster and creature design. This is also done when you draw like actual animals and stuff. They tell you to break it down into shapes, and you know, of course they do. That's like the number one thing in art, is break it down into shapes. What is YouTube on about? This is not friend-shaped. It is friend-shaped. Can't you? Look at him. Look at his eyes. The more you zoom in, the friendlier it gets. Is a marshmallow. These are all marshmallows if you really truly think about it. So, like I said, you break things down into shapes, and then you can pretty much just work your way from there. Like most of like the cute mascot characters are going to be like one simple shape. So this is quite common, I think, at least in devil designs. I'm thinking of the little mite demons from Blue Exorcist, if you've if you've seen that. You smile, he friend-shaped, exactly. There we go. He too is friend-shaped. And yeah, no, super simple, just breaking it down into the most like bare minimum shapes. What do you mean it's simple shape proceeds to draw a circle? That's not... Okay. Circles are fine. I don't draw them perfect. If you just keep going, eventually it looks like a circle. Even then, that is not a circle. If I wanted to do a proper circle, I would use Photoshop to its fullest extent. There you go. Behold. A shape. Eventually, yeah, no, if you just keep growing the circle, eventually it'll look like a circle. And then you shrink it back down. Ooh, what is your favorite spec ever project? Ooh, okay, hang on, wait, no, I know this one. Genuinely, I think, Dungeon Meshi might be my favorite. I'm not sure if they really qualify as spec ever, but there's so much thought that goes into the biosphere of, like, the, dungeon that the main character, like, that the whole story is set in. It's really, really interesting and really well done. I know I'm picking an anime, but it's very cool. That's like the one that I can think of off the top of my head. I'm sure I could think of a different one if you give me a minute. Dungeon Meshi is goated. It is. Squircle. Let's see. So, I am consistently losing my train of thought. Right, okay, so I can't keep drawing demons forever. But as you go, you can get a little bit more complex. And it's interesting that you, like, once you start looking at, like, different, like, animal bodies, if you know exactly what kind of, like, if you're going for something more mammalian, amphibian, avian, it definitely affects how the overall design looks. Obviously, I'm sure you can imagine. And then you can just sort of go from there. Again, can you tell I'm like not quite... this is why I wouldn't call myself an expert. It's definitely more vibes based whenever I design creatures. Nope. Oh, what was that? So like a bunch of canaries get dropped onto an alien. What? It kind of reminds me of Spore, the way you start with a ball and give it limbs. Oh no. Oh no. You may have hit the nail on the head there. I think you might know my secret. Okay, we'll draw something cute. You guys are clearly terrified by circles. She doesn't know about Serena. Uh-oh. It's a pig's moustache. How could you? Well, there's the eye. Truly terrifying. Behold, a monster design. Okay. We'll put them in the corner there. So they can watch over us for the rest of the stream. All these monsters make a pig. Yeah. Truly terrifying. The ghost eye. Right, okay, cute. Although there is a tendency in creature creation is when you try to make something look cute and all you do is accomplish the direct opposite of that. Although you cannot go wrong with big eyes, big ears. Watch me say that and then proceed to, to create the most horrifying thing known to man. In fact, it's a pretty obvious formula, so much so that I believe it's been, what's the term? Not misdirected. Oh, shoot, I cannot remember the word. You see people doing parodies of that formula to... I love the language that I've been speaking since I was born, since I was a baby. The only language I know. Very scary. Ooh, that is the cool thing about pigs. They can just, like, go feral within their own lifetimes if they get out. It's sick. And behold, not quite Stitch from Lilo and Stitch. Extraterrestrial dating app logo? Well, that's not what I meant to do. There we go. Yeah, sorry for flashbanging you. It's fine. It's all better now. And the one thing we are not going to do here is reverse the image because I can guarantee it's going to look absolutely abysmal. I can already see from here nothing is aligned. It's all very rough. Are we giving it jellyfish tentacles? I will say I absolutely adore the Ninetales aesthetic. Aesthetic? Feature. Appendage. Design. Last time we'll do this. Sorry again. Oh, watch out. Last time. I do think that's, like, personally I think that's cute, but it's ultimately always up to your personal taste. Like, it's yeah. We've seen what some people think is cute and what some people don't, and unfortunately Labubus are not my thing. Even if I could ever hope to afford one in my lifetime. I mean, that is kind of just their general shape, isn't it? Like, just... Or not even, their arms are wider apart. It's giving Adventure Time, which is not necessarily a bad thing, but... not my style. Are the eyes large? Oh yeah, they're like the Bendy and the Ink Machine 1920s animation with like the chunk taken out of the eye or something, isn't it? Ah, it doesn't matter. Adventure time. Come on, grab a friend. Go to very Disneyland. I watched the intro so many times as a kid that I just it's too late for me. I think I've rewatched the whole show like twice. So there's just nothing. The intro is enough to just dissolve my brain. Shake the dog if in the humans of time. Okay. I highly recommend it. It's, if you can get through like the silly, goofy episodes, I think you'd really appreciate, like, anyone would really appreciate sort of the deeper level of like storytelling and world building that the show eventually delves into in the later seasons. And even in some of the earlier seasons, some of them are great. I think quite often about that one episode where Jake just becomes a brick in a wall, and the whole episode is just him being a brick in a wall, and it's framed as sort of this like this moment of self-growth for him. It's very well done. It's very fun. Like, the show does not take itself seriously at all, but the moments where it actually does are brilliant. Okay. Let's kill the horse. No! Please! Ow. Okay. Right, so. The other thing that I get really interested in terms of like monster design, is humanoid monsters specifically. Typically because they're like the ones that are most often to be gods, they're the ones that are most often to be sort of like eldritch abominations beyond your wildest nightmares, etc, etc. But it's pretty interesting to see that. And I super admire the people who are able to do this very well. Because this also looks like an Adventure Time character, what I'm doing now. Hmm. There you go. Slightly better. The scariest monster designs are humanoid? Absolutely. Oh, it's fantastic when they've got like opposable thumbs. I was gonna say like human hands, but then I just thought a little bit more about it and was like, oh yeah, it's the thumbs. Ooh, they can open doors. The song sounds so copyrightable. You better not be. Oh yeah, this is I don't want to be mean. It's StreamBeats by Harris Heller, which is like what most of the playlist is comprised of, and I actually really like a lot of the songs. I've started even listening to them just like when I need to get stuff done and I just need background music without vocals. Yeah, but this does feel a little bit like happy corporate music number 8. I also think it may have played a couple times in the last stream, like few streams. It sounds very familiar. Ooh, have I heard about one Liam Vickers? No, I haven't. Google, help me. I do love Eldritch horror, though. This is Murder Drone. Very cool. Yeah, it was Murder Drones and the Western one, which I've already forgotten the name of. I know we talked about it last week. Death Valley. I'll remember it. Why are we? No. No big. Oh no. Cliffside sounds familiar, yes. Oh. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna... Whoa, okay, hello. It's because YouTube is catching up. I don't know why is everyone commenting so quickly. It's no, it's because... That's... Is that on Twitch? It says it's on YouTube. Huh. Mesopotamian spam bot. Auroral anomaly. Oh, I see. Glad you're not a spam bot. Because I've never banned anyone on YouTube before, and I would like to not start now. Cliffside, yeah. The leaf people from the Thundercats reboot. There's so many different kinds of leaf people. I was actually thinking of like the Guild Wars 2. Completely forgotten what their species is called, but they are essentially just leaf people. Whoops. Ah, I see. My folly. Mm-hmm. I will admit, not my favorite thing working in silhouettes. A lot of artists swear by it. Like, this helps them so much. Not so much for me, but I do think it helps. Definitely. Like, just because something doesn't quite mesh with me personally, doesn't mean it's not a worthwhile thing for me to do. Whoops. Ignore that. Because it really does help with silhouettes. With monster designs, excuse me. Ah. Bye, Dolman. Awesome having you here. You're so common. Flashbang, flashbang, flashbang. You cannot escape it. You fools. You thought you were going to enjoy a casual stream? Flashbang. It's not my incompetence. Let's see. The next valuable thing, which I've kind of done here, but not as much, I'm hoping to do it a little bit further in, is the same thing. I thought I even checked to see if I'd closed up all the lines, but I hadn't, clearly. Is being able to add more detail as you go. And for it to be relatively low maintenance, relatively low effort. It's like, well, no, you add in an extra line, you use the erase tool, you add an extra couple more lines. And then you start to build an idea of the texture, an idea of the proportions, an idea of the appendages. It's cool. Funny leaf beast. It's nice to see. My eyes. So the trick is to blind the audience. Step 2, question mark. Step 3, profit. You understand. Of course. I'm a financial genius. Smothers off oxygen. This is the opposite of a monster. The closer it is to you, the more likely you are to live. We do not fall for anti-plant propaganda in this household. Thank you very much. What sort of creatures am I coming up with? Anything and everything. I am going off of, like, vibes. Because that's the thing. It's I didn't really come in with many solid ideas. So I am legitimately just making a lot of this. Like, all of these were kind of just off the top of my head. I'm sure you can tell. Silly streamer, you blind people to make profits, not profits. Sorry, profits. Sick. Y'all are way funnier than I could ever be, goddamn. Okay. Okay. So, okay, I get it. I get it. This is not super impressive. But, hear me out, hear me out, hear me out. Chat, hear me out. Chat, wait. Oh yeah, that would be cool. It'd actually be really cool to have a planimal critter inspired by Proteus and other Faneboss flora, yeah. It would be really cool. You do see a lot of, like, so typically you're supposed to take, like, inspiration from a lot of different things. You can take it from plants, you can take it from animals, you can take it from pretty much anything in nature. I think there's even some that are, like, inspired by, like, architecture. I say that based on nothing. But it's really interesting the way that we can sort of come up with anything when it comes to monsters. And you can do anything from, like, the sort of, like, Greek-esque chimeras. You can do something, again, just completely off the wall. You can go completely spec evolution with it. There's a lot of freedom to be had, which is why I kind of didn't really know what to do for this stream. I had an idea and then it won the poll and I was like, oh, I actually have to have a more solid idea than what I have, what I had. Because this was the plan. I'm just gonna draw monsters. It's gonna be fun. But yeah, no, it's anyway, hear me out. Hear me out, goes completely silent. Nah, but it's... The idea is to have fun with it. I was looking for them before the stream started because I wanted to be able to at least show like an example of what I thought was like really cool monster design. But I couldn't find them for the life of me. They're on Tumblr and they create these most incredible chimera-like creatures where it's they're vaguely humanoid, but in an almost body horror-esque way, where it's they'll have camouflage that looks like a human face, but then their real face will be like under it. They'll have like parts of the body that look like their body overall will look like a tiger, but it's a different sort of camouflage where they're a completely different like bipedal creature. It's fascinating. It's gorgeous. Like genuinely the level of like imagination that goes with it. And I couldn't find them. And because I very rarely see them online. I just sort of see like every like month or so they post, and then I'll just sort of run across it on my feed and I'll go like, oh, that's amazing, and I'll move on. And I can't remember their name, I can't remember anything, but I just remember thinking, God, that's so incredible, and I wanted to show you guys, but I couldn't find it. It's I believe the creator is Japanese. So it's yeah, it's a very, it's almost like a more detailed, clearly anime inspired style, but it is very good. Ah. I am following two conversations here, one on YouTube, one on Twitch. Huh? Sorry, Turtle Monster, are you talking about a fictional, okay. Fully thought you were talking about the actual ocean. Oh yeah, Tumblr did invent a Greek goddess. That was fun. I mean, I didn't say you should believe everything you see on Tumblr. This was just someone creating art. It was beautiful. Mm-hmm. How does a website make a god? Through a lot of misinformation. It's, yeah, no, it's, oh, I can't even remember the name of who it was, but it was, yeah, it was like, oh, this is a goddess, who was, oh god, I think it was like the daughter of, it's like, oh yeah, no, she's YA protagonist. She's the daughter of God of the Dead. God, I can't even remember that name. GECM. Yeah, Hades. Ooh, I need to... I don't know, what... Does anyone have any exercises for, like, memory? I mean, I'll probably just forget them, but, like, if you want to share... God, I can't believe I forgot Hades' name. Oof. Fake fan. No, guys, I swear, please. No. Ah. You can call me a fake fan, but I swear. You're Actually, I have no evidence to back up that I know anything about Greek mythology. Remember the one with the guy and like the stuff in the myth? God, I used to, yeah. Oof. Okay, in my defense, I have seen, I think, all of Overly Sarcastic Productions videos. Oh, pretty cool. Their channel. I've said this so many times. I think I'm gonna stop beating the horse, but name every videos, the first one, the second one, the third one, and then the fourth one. I can't forget the fifth one. Shoot, the sixth one. You're a fan of Greek mythology? Name every Greek. Okay. Patheos, Mattheos, Polyethylene, Magnus, Magnum Opus, Magribus, Magrippus, Grippy Socks, Alphys, Poseidon. Those were all Roman gods? Well, okay, well then I just can't win. You want me to just omit the Roman gods? They are the Greek gods. Uh-oh. Which one was a Roman name? It was Poseidon, wasn't it? I did actually get, I went to pick a family member up at the airport, and we stopped at the bookshop on the way out, and they were, yeah, for like 100 rand, which is fairly cheap. They were selling like classic books, and so I got one, and I got Homer's The Odyssey, because it genuinely has been so long since I even like thought about Greek mythology. Like I remember the Iliad, but like the Odyssey, aside from like the famous ones, I feel like there's like a lot more of the actual story that I've just completely forgotten, completely forgotten. So I am gonna like slowly try and read through it in my evenings. So it is, I'm working on it. I'm trying to improve. At what level do you stop becoming a fake fan? I'm asking for a friend. Oi! No spoilers for the Iliad. I looked down for 1 minute. God, guys, no spoilers. I haven't read the prequel. Bye, Nike. Troy Burns sounds like the name of the male lead in a bad Greek-inspired YA fantasy romance. Oh no. Yeah, you're right. It's been a few thousand years. It's been spoiled for everyone. Not for me! Just because I read it in primary school. Well, I read the kids' version in primary school. Anyway, so okay, so as I'm going through this, the idea was that it was gonna like hang from caves, right? And have like these little like claws that were kind of like roots that would hold it up. And then massive flower just on the stem. It's all about camouflage with this one. If this was a video game, it would be like the ambush. The ambush hostile. The mimic, if you would. It's literally the first video. Yeah, yeah. Nah, I think we've established my memory is not great. Don't call yourself a fan if you don't provide a breeze for people. Ah, my mistake. How could I have been so blind? Okay. So the solution here, what I'm hearing, is to is that getting picked up by the mic at all? Damn. You stop becoming a fake fan when you listen to Epic the Musical? What? No. Ooh, so would hunt like a giant centipede hunting bats? I mean, yeah, probably. It's very much like drop-down ambush predator. That's the kind of vibe. Although it is interesting that I've gone for its natural habitat to be in caves when it is very clearly trying to imitate flowers. Which you probably wouldn't find a lot in caves. So clearly there's well, little bit of a mismatch. Okay. So, uno. No, I'm not gonna read that. No. I should have seen that one coming. Okay, I'm not even gonna know. Yeah, I should have seen the blowing jokes coming. Okay, thank you everyone. Ooh, I'm trying to be fair, I'm busy trying to put ocean creatures into a desert setting for TTRPGs. I mean, okay, hang on, wait, no, that's actually a very good idea. I mean, it depends on how you implement it, 100%, but like, that's a pretty, like, great method. I think even, oh, not Stellaris, not Starfield, Satisfactory, I think has a map like that as well, where it's like very desert-esque, but it's got a lot of like the plant life and everything is inspired by like coral reefs. It's pretty cool. It's a good idea, genuinely. Ooh, sand sharks for sure. Okay. Let's go for something a little bit more mammalian. Ooh, I know the perfect thing. So now this is actually going into it with a little bit of like a concept. We will see how the concept actually plays out though. Nope. Oh, come on, that was barely a gap. It's just Sonic? Come on, it's quadrupedal. That's not even Pikachu. First to guess wins? Yeah, sure, 100%. I can't guarantee you'll win anything. Well, there we go. Probably just bragging rights. My guess is your true form. Hey. Hmm. Let's see. No, no, no hooves. Not the anteater. It's just it's just got the Does that look anything like a Hoover? Me and my trusty vacuum cleaner. Okay, we are improvising a little bit with the face. Okay. It's like a gas mask? Yeah, kinda. This is also maybe not the best angle to actually be showing it at. Is that a Grim from Ruby? No. I never really watched a lot of Ruby. So even if it does look like one, it's complete coincidence. Yeah, I could never get into it, really. And then, like, years later, I watched, H-Bomber Guy's, like, 3-hour-long, essay, like, video essay on it. And realized exactly why I didn't watch a lot of it. Bro was built like a bulldozer. Ooh, Night Stalkers from Fallout. The coyotes with the snake heads tail. Really? That's interesting. Huh. I have played Fallout. Not much of Fallout, clearly. I cannot think of what they look like. The Night Stalkers. Ah, goodbye, Eamon Racing. Thank you so much for your presence. It will be sorely missed. Nah. Sell their houses to who, Ben? I will not continue the quote. No. I'm not nice. Okay. I am just a sucker for multiple eyes. But now it's kind of giving the Simpsons movie, which is a little unfortunate. Although I suppose it might be better to maybe just leave it blank. I mean, that's also an option. Okay. Like that, right? Okay. You can swear on YouTube. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. That's actually really cool that they've lifted that. I mean, they are kind of... There's other stuff happening that's not great, but like... It's nice that that's the one thing that they've kind of fixed up. Hyena bitten by a radioactive spider? Nah, you're thinking of the last iteration. This is the cool one that was bitten by a blind person. Oh. So, okay, so this was the actual, like, concept I was going for. See if I can draw it with enough justice to the actual intention. Why is Top biting people again? Yeah, YouTube's got a bunch of problems. The current one at the moment is, it's not really a YouTube issue, it's more of like an internet issue. in the last like week or so, the whole internet has gotten really into censorship and age restriction, which is an interesting thing that's happening, and I'm not sure how I feel about it. Mostly not great. I am not gonna go full Vivzy Pop, I promise. Half the time she spends editing the videos is just taking the hour of curse words out, like the behind the scenes videos. Whoa. That's a toucan mouth. Hey. Just because you're right. Okay, let's put you more in the corner because you're taking up an awful lot of the screen, young man. Let's see. Oof. Oh, is it Newgrounds? Ugh, I'll have to look into it. But like, I mean, that's great that Newgrounds is actually one of the few that's not getting heavily affected by all this. Thank you. Thank you for the bless you. Okay. Let's see. I've seen this design a couple times before, but I'm definitely a sucker for like the mouth that goes far too long for far, like to the point where it's like the whole body is mouth. I think it's mostly in alien designs when you see that, but it's sick. Okay. Now you can give him a bit of a... Okay. The head is literally just the animal skull. Hey. Half mouth, half Tasmanian devil? Yeah, no, that's pretty spot on. That's where the Tasmanian devil's from, right? Okay. So then, if you do that, Yeah. He's got a work visa to Australia. It's from Tasmania. Obviously. Ah, my mistake. My mistake. You can tell when I'm looking at the comments instead of at the screen because the teeth start going in random directions. Okay. Looks a bit strange without eyes, I'm not gonna lie. Looks a little bit incomplete almost. I mean, if it were to have eyes, they'd probably be here and they might be like that. I don't know if I'm a huge fan of that. Maybe if they were smaller? It's quite a mean looking beast. So you gotta have mean looking eyes. You get me? You feel me? The tongue is all the organs. No, you see there's a little pocket dimension right there. And that's where you go when you die. Yeah, he's not really cute and cuddly. He'd probably fit in something like Dark Souls as like a very low level boss. Well, not boss, low level foe. Is this up to breed standards? Oh, they're horribly inbred, but they are pure. You know, it's more important that you have your micro-bully breed, even if there are only like 12 of them and they're all inbred. It's way more important that, you know, you get that distinctive look than it is that he's healthy. So maybe he can't consume food and you have to give him an IV drip every 6 hours. And maybe they don't procreate naturally and they have to be made in a lab. But like, I mean, how much are you willing to pay for that like sleek, unique physique? It even rhymes. That's how you know it's a marketing slogan. In Dark Souls, all enemies are bosses. Sick. Oh. Sorry, I heard something in real life and thought it was the music. Anyway. That was terrifying. We have like a lot of heavy wind out here at the moment. I'm sure it's not coming through on your guys' side, but if it is, I apologize. Oh no! You hear the beep? It means I need to pay my electricity bill. I need to up my meter. It's fine, it'll last for the stream. Oops. That's weird. It was telling me on the mic that like nothing was coming through. I thought I was safe. Uh-oh. Ah. That one's going in the VOD. Okay, anyway. Where were we? Just on the bar. Oh no. Now all of China knows you have to up your electricity meter. Very SPC. He's from the SPCA. He's a rescue. He was owned by some breeders who really didn't care about it. And shading fixes everything if you don't know what else to do. Anyway. So, we've got our gremlin from Beyond the Stars. Let's see. If anyone wants to throw in a request, I'm out of ideas now. I have some ideas more. He is a good pupper. Draw monkey? Ooh, he don't bite. I mean, in my experience, dogs very rarely bite. Except for when they do. Let's see what we got. Okay. Ooh, the Mothman. I don't know. I don't want to draw something that already exists. Space Marines. With a pretzel on monkey. Ooh. Oh, thank you. I really liked your alien detective, maybe some expanding on that concept. That would be really cool. I don't know if it counts as monsters. I mean, it is on the thumbnail. I do acknowledge that. Yeah, for sure. I mean, the whole concept behind... I'll get to monkey after this. I'm sorry. I'm going on a side quest. So it's also a pretty cute design. In theory. Let me just fix that terrible mess. Actually, hang on, let me get my sketchbook. The actual physical paper sketchbook that I've got. Because that's where all the notes are. Ah, there he is. Right, so. I mean, this is more like sci-fi. Which I guess the last couple could also count as like anything between fantasy and sci-fi. Oh, bye, Comet. Thank you for coming. Thank you for staying. Awesome to have you here. Draw dinosaurs. I'll have to see. Eldritch horror in Christmas pajamas. Physical art medium. Genuinely, I think the last time it was such a noticeable thing for me. Like near the start of this year, I helped a friend doodle like little like just little stuff. It was like a plant in a flower pot. Like just like the point was for it to be like sketchy and arty and just like goofy and stuff. And it kind of struck me in that moment, like, oh, I think that's the first time I've actually drawn on like on paper with a pencil in literally months. And that was, and it was a bit of a weird realization because it's just like everything I do is digital now, which kind of sucks. And it also means it'll be that much easier for AI to take my job. Them damn clankers. Returns. Ooh, they discovered a new extinct skin appendage. They say it may have been a precursor of the feather, but it kind of looked like a flat fern. Ah, that's cool and... I mean, okay, wait, no. If it was, like, scaly, if we went, like, straight from, like, lizard dinos into bird dinos, and then they had scales in between, that would be cool. Anyway. I'm loving the 80s music we've got going on at the moment. Makes me want to do aerobics. Actually, the reason I do a lot of like my creature designs with round heads is because way back in the day I got really good at drawing Bendy from Bendy and the Ink Machine. Weird lore. And so I tend to draw a lot of my like cuter characters with just the same sort of round head and like eye shape. I mean, obviously with a lot of differences. This is not the bendy eyes or anything like that, but it's neat. I suppose this is kind of the closest spec evolution I ever got, technically. Let's see. As well. It is played with a lot of my old design issues, where I did draw like humans and creatures alike. I drew them very skinny. Let's see. Okay. Nope. Could see it coming before it happened. Where did I put... there it is. There you go. No. Ah. There you go. It's always a hit and a miss, clearly. Okay. So how big do you want your monster to have? Yes. Yeah, it is pretty funny. Although I suppose in theory... Actually, it looks very Eevee-esque, doesn't it? Now that I'm looking at it on... Or now that I'm looking at it in silhouette form. I'm plagued by Pokemon. No matter where I go. Oh, right. Okay, now I'm drawing the paws wrong. Okay. And then... Right, so the whole concept, right, was that we have this alien species. They are completely sentient. They have human levels of intelligence, but they just never got the bipedalism or the opposable thumbs, right? And so they more or less continued on as a species in the same way that, similar to like early hominids. They have the intelligence, they have like very complex social systems, but they're like science and evolution, they're science and they're ability to create never really happened. It was never really there. They're very limited in what they can create, which is fairly interesting as a concept. It wasn't something I got to explore a ton. Okay, so this was an idea I had ages and ages and ages ago, and it's based on this. I'm gonna open up. Don't look at that. Portfolio. Okay. Based on this creature design, right? So he's an alien, he's sentient, and I brought it up the last character design stream. I think he's cool. Grizzled, hard-boiled detective slash private investigator sort of thing going on. I think, no, definitely private investigator, not a detective. And so the idea was like his species, again, sentient, never developed science. Like in theory, as the idea that I had in my head when I like planned everything out. That was like the idea, right? They technically still live very like close to nature, very like the way they were originally. Anyway, this leads the now spacefaring colonizer humans to sort of land on their home planet and sort of go, oh, well, they're clearly not sentient, and immediately start like a black market trade with them as like luxury pets, because, oh, well, they're super intelligent, but they're obviously not sentient. This then leads to this specific character over the course of like several decades. It is kind of like Jax, but I swear he came before I saw I swear he came before I ever watched. Yeah, it's a fun design, but it is fairly easy to create. Jax but hungry. Okay. This is, I never actually gave him a name. This is Detective Man. I ain't gonna sue for anything. I have no... I think Jax is actually based on like a different like design from the 2000s, so I have absolutely no ground to stand on. No. Okay, considering this was something I never published, and this has just been sitting both on my hard drive and in my sketchbook since I made it, no. I am not claiming anyone stole anything. I'm not claiming anything like that. This is the exact kind of thing that starts internet drama. You guys are gonna kill me. If anything, it's more like Stitch with rabbit ears and tall. Aha! Jax doesn't have a tail. Ah, hair size the internet. Okay. Yeah, no, anyway, so this is now one of the creatures that got caught up in the... Oh, I forgot about the horns! I didn't draw them because he doesn't have them. Yeah, anyway, they've got very buck-like horns. See, completely different to Jax. Completely different. This is my OC. It is very similar to the Jackalope design, yeah. I can't even remember what I was really gonna like establish them as. I think they were supposed to be like tree dwelling, but that makes no sense based on just like their everything about them and the fact that they don't look like those claws can climb even slightly. Anyway, so the idea is that now you've got this creature that has been sort of swept up into like this black market luxury trade, and then over a series of like events through very like unlikely scenarios, manages to convince like the right people that he has sentience, and then basically undergoes a series of like operations to change his body into becoming bipedal instead of quadrupedal, allowing like inserting like a voice box and like auto translator in the like that you can see like up in the eye here. And the whole idea is that like he's essentially he's given himself opposable thumbs, like humanoid fingers. The idea is that like, oh, he's changed himself enough to be human, but he can never go back to being what he originally was. And there's like sort of this removal of everything that made him himself in order to now live in the world that he's been sort of thrust into against his will. There's definitely like a really big metaphor you can make for it around like colonialism and you know, cultural assimilation. Well, the idea is that he also chopped his horns off and keeps maintaining them so that they never grow back fully. Again, in an attempt to sort of like quote unquote blend in. I mean, if I wanted to go all the way, like he would probably also like cut his ears down so that they're not as big, and also remove the tail to be like humanoid. But I didn't. Which you could argue is a pretty big flaw. Oh, Rocket from Guardians of the Galaxy? Listen, it's not that original an idea. There's a reason I'm not really going with this one instead of, you know, and going with Immortal instead. Like, it's a really cool idea. It's definitely one of my favorite character designs to date. But it's also, the character design came first and then the plot came after, and so the plot is kind of lagging a little bit. I'm also terrified of writing sci-fi because I know I'm not smart enough to do it. I do not know enough about space flight or space, and if I do any research on it, it's going to give me like permanent panic attacks forever. So I'm actually good on that. How old was I when I came up with this? I was 21? Yeah, I think so. I was still studying graphic design at the time. Don't worry, 90% of sci-fi writers don't know Jack. Well, I don't know Jack either, so I wouldn't know. I mean, okay, well, I'm worried about what's going to happen to Tala if it's dark like that. Okay, well, I mean, okay. I do want the story to touch on like some darker themes and some darker elements, but I mean, I'll probably put a disclaimer at the beginning, or at least some content warnings if it ever gets too dark. So there you go. Have I played Outer Wilds? That should teach you the basics about spaceflight and existentialism. I haven't. I have heard really good things about it though. Dyson swarms. Oh. Yeah, no, I sci-fi. Scary. Mm. Yeah. Y'all are too nice. Yeah, okay, so that was the initial idea. So this was like where the species originally, you know, looked like, and then you get main character Syndrome McGee with his emo cigarettes. Yeah, it's not that complicated of a design, I suppose. You got that, you got that, got that, and then that's where the voice module goes over here, and then you've got that. Then they had to like adjust the spine kind of all the way down, so if you look at his back, this is also all in the physical media, I can't show you guys, but yeah, all along the spine you've got this there we go, right from the neck. Yeah, just enhanced, forced upwards. I don't know, I think it's cool. He gets to recharge himself. It's like a robot. Cigarette brand is something edgy like coffin nails. If you smoke this brand, you will be coughing nails. Yeah, no, it's a... Yeah, no, filed down horns, and then of course his outfit is your classic detective coat with the collar turned up. Honestly, it would probably read as like pretty cliche. If I did actually make the whole thing as it kind of was when I made it. Or as it still is in the sketchbook. Oh. I think I might have to put up that counter for for errors in the stream again. You want to buy some death sticks? Everyone vapes now. Didn't you get the message? Maybe if you make Tala's life miserable enough, Marvel might get impressed and hire you to write for Spider-Man. What's happening in Spider-Man? Is that like in the comics? Ah. Spider-Man exists to suffer. Oh, you're not wrong. That is kind of why he's one of my favorite superheroes, is he really does get the short end of the stick a lot of the time. Not much. I'm naming planets after Mayan gods. That's sick. I mean, look, it's hard to name things. I'm currently trying to come up with names. Well, okay, I have technically already come up with names for like the immortal versions of Homo sapiens and pals. It's like the previous ancestors and stuff. And it's tricky. I'm trying to like use Latin to get there, but it's a rough one. Because it's like, oh, okay, so now Latin exists in the universe as well. So it's like, okay, well, that's also something we're gonna have to like establish. Speaking of suffering, do you like Invincible? I loved the first season, and then I never started watching once the second season came around. I actually have it on my list of things to watch. Ah. That's really cool. Big ears and horns can be used to cool blood, so probably a hotter climate. Long legs suggest an open space. Claws can be properly used for digging for roots and termites. That's cool. Desert dogs. Yeah, no, that's the problem. I don't know enough about like that kind of biology to be able to like even suggest options for like spec evolution. It sucks. I mean, it's genuinely, it's like I've learned the bare minimum to be able to like write up like immortals, but it's yeah, damn, that's so cool. That's genuinely such an incredible skill. Just be able to look at a creature and be like, oh, it's like this suggests this, and this makes this. That's sick. Do I watch Title Card? No, I've never seen it. Let me Google it. Oh, is that the guy who made Murderbots again? Whoa, I love insert show here. Sorry, I had to make the joke. Oof. Ooh, will we ever learn more about the snow people from the Immortal comic? They are gonna be in the next video. Like I said, it's about like evolution and stuff, so you will see like at least where they came about and where they tend to live. God, I don't know. I want to talk about it, but also I don't want to talk about it because I don't want to just spoil everything. Yeah. Yeah, no, they're sick. They are called Nyx in the, which just means snow, in their species card. So, whoa. I love when he said, I'm title card, and title carded all over the place. I'm so sorry to Grim Reaper. I didn't mean to. I'm sorry. Looks like the real friends we made along the way were title card. Okay. Little bit off track. What was it we were gonna do? Monkey. Monkey. Back to the circle. If he's called invincible, why can I see him? I don't know, man. It's a mystery. We'll never know. Apes together strong. Hell yeah. Oonga boonga. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay, okay. I'm not doing that again. Nope. There you go. You know, Tala, life might be difficult, but I guess we learned what it means to be immortal. Title card. This is more of an eldritch horror than a monkey, methinks. I saw that Grim Reaper. I shan't say. Drake starts playing in the background. End credits. It's okay, so opposable thumbs. That's monkey. But 3 fingers. Monkey. You just okay. This is the Bigfoot pose, isn't it? Oh. Buddy Holly starts playing. I'm on the highway to hell. Oh, thank God. Okay. No flashbang. We're good. Does Julius Caesar exist in the immortal world, or do they just not have the month of July? um, yes. They do not have the month of July. The Bigfoot pose. Ooh, actually, one of my favorite monkey species, no, not monkey, lemur, is the eye. Purely because they have the most incredible fingers that I've ever seen on a mammal. I implore you to look up a picture of them. They look so cool and very creepy, and they are technically considered bad luck if you see them in Madagascar, but still, they're sick. I love the eye. I was so like, I learned what they were and what they looked like, and it was like all I could think about for like most of my adolescence. The proboscis monkey reigns supreme, exactly. Oh yeah, they do, don't they? It's one of the new ones. It's not from, is it from Scarlet and Violet, or am I thinking Sword and Shield? See, I can remember the names of each Pokemon game, guys. I just can't remember Hades. I have my priorities. Okay. Ah, Scarlet and Violet. Nah, it's sick. I mean, listen, that's one animal that deserved a Pokemon of it. Oh, I'm sorry, Turtle Master. I wish you could send pictures on Twitch too. The Discord maybe? I hate recommending it because it is technically behind a paywall. Hmm. T101, thank you for watching the stream. Dinopithecus. My favorite monkey is... Okay, I see. My favorite is Homo ergaster. Hmm. Ah. Oh, I'm sorry, Turtle Master. That's not cool. I wish there was somewhere else I could direct you to. Nah. I don't want to guilt anyone for not being on the Patreon and by extension the Discord. That's definitely not what I want to do. That's mean and unprofessional. Oh, doesn't YouTube have a new feature where you can share fan arts? Don't get my hopes up. Image sharing? I can create posts. Community posts. Ah. There's YouTube communities? The Yunnan snub-nosed monkey. That sounds cool. By horrifying, do you mean cool? Ah. Oh, I like Japanese macaques are fun too. I like the face shapes. Ah, YouTube community. Okay. YouTube community page. Okay. Oh, allows creators to engage with their audience through text, images, polls, and other post formats. Thank you, Google AI. I will not be paying attention to you again. Can I go into... Save me, YouTube. Okay. I turned it on. There you go, live on stream. Sick, okay. I think that's the best I can do. Ew, a clanker. Ooh, what outfit do you want to put your main character from Immortal into, but haven't got around to it? So many. Actually, nah, I technically, that's the thing, I technically have, but it's a pretty one. It's like priestess garb. Like this specifically. I'm getting distracted again. I know. Actually, some of my earlier posts on YouTube were of her in this sort of style outfit, like an older version of it, like an older iteration. But I like this. The ribbons, I think, are just my favorite part of the design. I'm hoping to be able to like get it to stick out as long as possible. But yeah, no. Like this and kind of getting to explore that exact sort of style is something that I really, really want to do, but just haven't gotten around to yet. Because I want it to be more organic. So I'm developing as much of like the current time for like Tala's, like it's simplistic. It's obviously not going to stay the same or consistent like throughout. But like the style of like the animal pelts and stuff that the characters wear, and then I want to just kind of go from there and sort of develop it as I go. So I've got a good idea of where I want to head, but I don't want to flesh it out too much in case I accidentally write myself into a corner timeline wise. Ooh, genuinely, where can I find more info about the comic? Great question. Honestly, it's pretty much all on YouTube. Everything that's kind of public so far. I'm holding quite a lot of it pretty close to the vest. I'm pretty sure that's the correct term. But it's yeah, I want it to at least remain a surprise, and I feel like if I keep giving stuff away, it's gonna eventually start giving the plot away, and I don't want to do that. Mostly shorts is where like specifically comic related stuff is, or in the shorts compilations. Tala dressed as the K-pop demon hunters? Yeah, sure. If Tala is Barbie, then who's just Ken? I would say her brother, Turan. And that's technically not a weird thing to say, because Barbie and Ken are based on the real-life siblings Barbara and Kendall. Oof. Ooh, posted. Oh, sick. Okay. Oh. Cool. Okay. Ah, isn't that cute? Look at that. Ah, that's so good. I love the colors you used. Sick. That's so cool. Very unique too. I can't see like where the inspiration came from, which I mean, I'm considering that a very good thing. Over Bobby and Ken being said, did you guys not know that? Yeah, Tala's outfits, most of the outfits in Immortal are pretty like kimono, Eastern culture inspired, which I kept trying to move away from it. It never worked. I've just kind of embraced the fact that it's gonna look a little bit like, it's gonna look a little bit kimono, it's gonna look a little bit hanfu. I don't know what to do about it. I can't save it. It's just like that now. Hopefully I can change it enough that it doesn't like actually just copy it directly. That's so cool. Okay. Back to. Okay, if I click carefully, I won't accidentally destroy the tab. Ah, it's so cute. I love that so much. And yay, first. Congrats. I had no idea that the community, like, viewer posts and stuff existed. That's so funny. I think I assumed it was part of, like, the membership thing. And I don't want to turn membership stuff on, because it's basically just Patreon again, built into YouTube, so eh. Is that why they made Ken gay in the 90s? No, okay, so, okay. Barbie and Ken, the actual, like, dolls, the characters, are not related. Of course they're not related. But they were designed by, you know, this woman who was Barbara Walters? No, the mother of Barbara Walters. Who based her, you know, we've all seen the Barbie movie. We know the origin story. It was, you know, created by this lovely lady. She had a family, and so she had 2 kids, and the one kid was Barbara, and the other kid was Kendall. And so she did base the original Barbie that came first off of her daughter, and then she based Ken off of her son. And I think it was supposed to be cute. I'm sure at the time no one thought anything of it. It was, I think, oh god, when was it? Like 60s, 70s-ish? Ah, that's cool. I feel like it was cat-esque and had my interpretation of the recently discovered flat fern skin appendage. Cool. That's about Turtle Monsters fan art. It is cat-esque. Yeah, it is bipedal. It is, like, I looked at it from the, like, zoomed out little thumbnail for it, and I did think it was a squirrel. But it does look very cool once you zoom in on it and you see, like, especially the mouth. Very cool. Kendall the Kindle, haha. Maybe his name wasn't Kendall, and that's just what I immediately interpreted it as. It's a little basic. For the monkey, I mean. I shall take inspiration from Turtle Master. This isn't stealing, it's just... With your blessing. Great master of turtles. It is very axolotl, actually, now that we came right back, full circle. The tail is kind of... Nah, it's cool. Oh. I mean, I'll for sure try and do more stuff about the comic on the channel. The next long form video is just about the comic, so hopefully that'll be a decent chunk of info. Oh, no, thanks. That's a really nice comment, T101. Give it the slit nose of the Yunnan snubnose. Okay, well now I have to Google what the Yunnan snubnose looks like. Ah, the Voldemort monkey, I see. Harry Potter, come to die. He looks so cute. I'm torn between... They do look a little bit like oh, what would you call them? They look like aliens. You could put them in a sci-fi series and no one would be any the wiser. That's so fun. Ah, okay. Okay. Well, since you've insisted... Give him a mohawk too. Alien face. Whoa. Don't mind me, I just fell on my keyboard. Ooh, unrelated topic. Would Tala versus Freeran be a good fight to watch? No. Tala would die. Not even a question. They're Kardashians? Why would you say that? Okay, this is gonna be the hardest one to pull off because I do think there's like no cohesion going on with the head. Christmas pajamas and a pretzel. I can do the pretzel, but I can't guarantee it's gonna look good. That's what a pretzel is shaped like. I have never had a soft pretzel. I see them on TV all the time, and I want one. I would die for one. I know how to make them. I have the recipe. I could just make them. But instead I will gripe about it online. And never eat a soft pretzel. It's literally the immortal proceeds to die to slightly elderly elf. Have you seen her power scaling? I've never had a soft pretzel. You don't get them here. It's just, you get the little hard ones, the little baked ones in the bag. That's it. I know I must have a soft pretzel. I want a soft pretzel. If I get the energy, I'll try and make them over the weekend, but I don't know. I've been saying that for weeks. It's never gonna happen. They are delightful. had a hard pretzel once. The salt made me lose years of my life. If that's the case, I've got saline poisoning at this point. Negative social credits. So negative 100,000 social credit for South Africa. How do we send fan mail? If you send a soft pretzel in South African mail, it's gonna be a brick by the time it gets to me. Would Tala and Freeran be friends? They wouldn't be enemies. Nah, I think they'd get along. Depends on how old Tala is when they meet. Someone send me a pretzel. No, no one is sending me a pretzel. I do not need to go to Germany to get a pretzel. It'll just turn... Yeah, no. See, it's not that we don't get soft pretzels here. It's just that every soft pretzel turns into a little hard pretzel as soon as it gets into the country. Oh. Send a baker through the mail? Would Tala like pretzels or donuts? Donuts. Sweet tooth. Terrible sweet tooth. Monstrous sweet tooth. Imagine living most of your life never having eaten anything sweet and then they start developing donuts. Never eat anything savory ever again. Wow. Woo. Oh, bye, Total Master. Thank you so much for sticking around. And thank you for sharing your art. That's really... It was very cool. It's very cool to find out there's a community tab, too. Yeah, they would just... Yeah. They just see each other around. If I draw another food lady, I know. Probably, hey. I keep making more in the series. I mean, well, okay, the last one is still the small one, but... Pretzel woman. Yeah, I was trying to think of, like, do donuts have milk in them? I mean, I don't think so. I think maybe the icing could potentially have milk in it. Or, like, the frosting, I guess, but, like... No, genuinely. It's like, can Tala eat Twinkies considering she's lactose intolerant? Probably not. Are Twinkies... Is there milk in... I'm gonna have to Google so many things now. Every time a food is mentioned, I'm gonna have to make sure that it's not got milk in it. How is dental health done in Tala's world? That's a good question. In certain parts of Africa, you get a type of, like, specific type of stick from, like, a very, like, specific type of bush that you can sort of, like, you smash the end of the stick until it turns into sort of, like, bristles at the end of it, and then you can just use that to, like, brush your teeth. It doesn't happen here. I think it's more like north of us. I mean, everything's more north of us in Africa, but like, that's like a really intelligent way to do dental health. But then they could also technically go the European way of using like your own urine to clean your teeth, which is historically accurate. Ooh, are there any other common snacks you've never had? You can't ask me that question because I can't think of them off the top of my head. I've had a Twinkie once before, but only once. I mean, listen, it was only last year that I had my first pumpkin spice latte. Like, I'm still trying new stuff all the time. It's because Starbucks is not a common sight here at all. We have some of them, and they're more common in the west part of the country, because that's like the more developed part where all the tourists go. But I think we've only got 2 in like the whole area that I'm in. And I think the second one is like an hour away by driving, so it lives in South Africa. Oh, it's north of us, yeah, exactly. Remind me to go to Africa and not Europe if I ever come back in time. Honestly, yeah, it'd probably be more chill. Just like avoid the mozzies. Mosquitoes, it's mosquitoes, that's what mozzies means. Sorry. Sodium bicarbonate and water, but where would you get the sodium bicarbonate is the question. If you travel far enough north, you'll end up in South Africa. Technically true, but only because the Earth is a globe. Ooh, do I have any more fun South African slang? Oh boy, do I? Do I? Hang on. Depends entirely on like the part of the country you're in. I guess there's like some obvious ones. You've got like lekker, which is like nice or good. It's like Afrikaans. Dit is lekker. And then you get like how's it, which is like how's it going, and you can tell where that one comes from. It's literally just like mostly English. I get you got like ish, which is EISH, which is just oh ish. It's like oh damn. It's like sort of like this expression of like you can use it to like express sympathy, or you can be like oh that's rough, that buddy. Could you pass the sodium chloride? What do you? Is it because of the bicarbonate soda stuff? How's it? Well, yeah, it's literally just like how is it, but done in kind of like an accent. So it's how's it. Is District 9 an accurate representation of your home country? I wouldn't know. I unfortunately have not seen District 9. I should. I 1000% should. I keep saying I will. And yet I have not. It's unfortunate. Technically, I don't know if you could. One cannot keep going north to South Africa. Bicarbonate, you say, but it's not even Pride Month anymore. Okay. The next year was its straight line challenge. End up where you started by going in a straight line around the world. I mean, didn't someone try that? Didn't Amelia Earhart try that? Oh no, I'm guessing that was a different direction around the world. I'm forgetting my history in real time. I'm fine. Ooh, I do like, I forget what I saw it in. It's probably like Avatar, the movie series or something, where you have the creatures with the double pupils. I thought that was really cool. Woo. Honestly, I've done nothing. I've never had a soft pretzel. I've never seen District 9. I've never gone outside. I've never seen a sunset. I've never. Damn, what else haven't I eaten? I've never had a taco. Oh, that's a dark joke. Amelia Earhart, I know her as crab food. My God. Ah. Would Tala like seafood or land food? Ooh, it's land food, since that's what she would have been raised on. Actually, well, no, hang on. Maybe it depends on the season. Winter is for seafood, and then summer is for land food. Oh, I'm glad we've got another blue people avatar defender. Listen, okay, the actual general plot of it is like pretty like generic. It's very it's been told before basically. But I mean the actual world building and like design and like spec of it and stuff like that's pretty cool, right? I always thought it was really cool. I've never had a taco. Whoa. Thank you for sharing your secret with me and all 40 of us. Sorry, Phoenix Star. Ooh, I almost had a fondue once. My family had a fondue kit and we kept going like, oh, we're gonna have fondue, it's gonna be great, we're gonna have fondue. And then I think we tried it once, but the cheese was like not great. So I don't know if that would count. I'm new to the whole where you live sort of conversation. I live in South Africa, if I'm the person you're asking about that. Oh yeah, there would still be lakes at Tribe Kafan, but yeah, of course. But it's I was just thinking about like geographically, like the migration of a group. Just because the way that it's set up, they tend to winter along the coastlines. Ooh. This taco talk. I'm so sorry. I am quite the blasphemer in my when I wish to be. Ooh, Wagyu. I want Wagyu one day. That's so sick. That's such a cool experience to have. I hope it tasted good. Because, like, my worst fear is getting, like, really expensive fancy steak and then not enjoying it. Yeah. You're absolutely right. Murataka Ishida, most stories have been told. I mean, technically, if you look back, there's like no original stories. That is like the theory, which is interesting. It'd be cool to see how far back that theory holds water for, but like that's impossible to tell because we can't really go back past the agricultural revolution. Even then, it's like I think we can really only go back as far as like Homer. Well, Epic of Gilgamesh, I think, is the oldest one. Ooh, I'm glad you enjoyed it. That's sick. Oh, that's cool. Hey, even if it's low quality, it's still Wagyu. That's sick. Ah. That's always the pity, isn't it? Like it's yeah, the movies, the Avatar movies touch on a lot of really interesting concepts but don't really expand on any of them. Absolutely. Like it's especially like that was my gripe with the second film specifically. It's so much of the plot revolves around it's the same story as the first one, of course, you know, and this time it's about whaling and it's an important message, but it's also pretty like bland. And then the whole time the story is happening around like this idea of like other cultures and other tribes and like their other ways of life, and it's like they're almost like different, they're like written as sort of like different phenotypes, but like genetically like they're so interesting because they've adapted to their environment, which means they've been there for like ages. It's sick. It's really cool and it's really interesting. And it's just, I wish they had talked more about that. I wish that was what the story was about. And not just sort of the backdrop to it. Like, it's why I kind of want to play the Ubisoft game that came out a while ago about Avatar. But from what I understand, that's also not very good. So it's like this, it's just no winning. Smaller than the sum of its parts. That's a really good way of putting it. Yeah. Sentient planets are cool, like Mongo from Green Lantern. Ooh, and like the main villain from Transformers too, right? Although I guess that's more of like a man-made robot planet. Robot the size of a planet. Oh, I haven't seen the trailer for the third movie. I didn't think it would be out in the next decade, honestly. Oh. Yeah, I know, right? There was a game and it really flopped and like the reviews were bad. I was really like interested in it. Like I wanted to follow it properly and like see if it was worth getting like when it was on sale. But yeah, no, I don't think I'll ever get it because it really flopped as far. I mean, Ubisoft is like pretty by the numbers anyways. It was another one of like their open world fake sort of games, but like still to exist in the world of like Pandora is pretty sick as a concept. I think you can't go too wrong with that, but oh well. I didn't think that was an argument. Who do you root for, the humans or the Na'vi? I mean, it's pretty obvious which ones are correct, but it's pretty on brand for today, for like the viewers of the movies to still have that question. The real world is cartoonishly evil. And, you know, people love to play devil's advocate. Ah, the next ones were made at the same time. That would make sense. I mean, the actors are just gonna keep getting older. Don't know where I was going with that statement, but anyway. Humanity #1, a human. I mean, the movie plays it down a lot, but like ultimately, of course, the main villain is capitalism because the reason they're mining and getting like the whale meat and the reason they're getting all the stuff and the ore and it's all just very clumsy. Like capitalism is the reason they're doing it. It's all to make capital. It's all to make money. It's all to and even then they can't really state it outright. And I'm pretty sure I know why. Ooh, what would Tala like music-wise? Jazz. We have established this. A while ago. It was kind of a joke question. It was the, you like jazz? thing. And then it just kind of, I ruined the vibe and I answered it seriously. Tala would like jazz. Purely because it's more unstructured than classical. Which would probably remind her of the kind of music around at the time that she was young. Yeah. I mean, you're definitely supposed to root for the Na'vi. It's pretty weird that people don't root for them. They're very clearly painted as the good guys in every single sense. Like, narratively, it pushes you to align with them. Oh yeah, Flapatala. Oh yeah, that was when the emoji was came around too, huh? Oh, the unobtainium for the first movie was necessary for humanity's survival? Was that the original? Oh, okay. I'm misremember. I should watch the movie again. It has been at least a decade since I last saw it, actually, now. Huh. I mean, that definitely paints them in a more sympathetic light, but like, don't they need it to power their machinery? It's like the oil industry. Or am I also misremembering that? You fool, Tala had to wait 40,000 years for her favorite music genre. What is my opinion on the Lord of the Ring book series? I think it's great, and I hugely admire Tolkien specifically for like just every single part of the book. It really did just like establish the genre for like high fantasy. I could never really get into Lord of the Rings. I really liked The Hobbit, strangely enough, maybe because it wasn't like as daunting, it wasn't as big of a book. But yeah, I started reading Lord of the Rings and I got through book 1, and then I just couldn't really focus from then on out, which really sucks. It really sucked. I was disappointed that I couldn't keep reading. Because I mean it when I say that I do really admire Tolkien. Like, if I could, I'd read the Silmarillion, but I just, again, it's like, that's a lot. I don't think I could keep up with it. Whoop. Ah, my pen! Oh. G.R.R. Martin? J.R. Tolkien. Did I say G.R. Martin? No, I did. J.R.R. I'm sure I said it. Oh, that's scary. Yeah, second movie states that humans need to colonize, but yeah. Okay. The Na'vi remain on their homeworld and religiously avoid technological advancement, so their fate is tied to their planet and star. I mean, that's interesting. It's a different perspective, but it's not necessarily an incorrect one. I mean, for the Na'vi to have, not like the comment you made. Oh, about the drawing. Yeah, sorry, I'm getting very distracted. Yeah. Unfortunately, the last hour of the streams is when I am at my most about to start heading for bed. I would change the times I do these streams, but nah. Oh wow. The fan theory that generations ago the Na'vi were industrialized, but Awa sent them back to the literal Stone Age. That's pretty fascinating. Yeah, this is what goes on in the Discord. Thank you for asking. Yeah. Yeah, guys, stop being so interesting. Distracting me. I want to look at the comments instead of doing my drawing. This is your fault. This is just Momo from Avatar: The Last Airbender, isn't it? Minus the flying. Oh no, it does that, doesn't it? Pretzels? I'm gonna have to look up what a pretzel looks like, aren't I? It's not my fault, guys. I've never seen one in real life. Okay, I was right the first time. Goofy funny substance was coming. You know, you could destabilize the time-space continuum to change the time of the stream to a minute time. No, I think I'll just keep doing this before my bedtime. I think that's the better option. Let's see. Okay. Oh, God, it's not your fault. Why it takes mention why you apologize? No. Oh no. Can we watch I can watch trailers on stream. I can do that. I've seen other people do that. I'm sure it's legal. Avatar 3 Fire and Ash. It came out 3 days ago. Okay, no wonder I haven't seen it. Okay. The Avatar channel. Okay, wait, no, this isn't AI, is it? Don't apologize for the chat being too interesting. That's a ridiculous thing to apologize for. Wait, no, hang on, this is important. Can you see where the... It's more important that... Okay, wait, hang on. Okay, so if I make a new state... Oh, I forgot you guys can't hear me when I'm doing this. Okay, hang on, I'm setting up a new scene. Okay, there we go. Okay. Well, there I am. Okay. And then desktop audio should be up there. Okay. We're doing... okay. Y'all can hear that? Not too loud, not too soft? I know, my final form, the reaction streamer. Nope, that is not even showing up on the mic. Uh-oh. What do you mean? Some say we can, some say we can't. Nope, it's not showing up here. Can I put it up top? That's gonna be loud. Let me put it at 50. Hmm. Sorry, can't. Ah, I see, I see, I see. Okay, audio capture. Output capture? Desktop audio. Hello, desktop audio. Are you present? Are you here? I'm putting that a bit down again in case I lost your eardrums. Ah, it still won't work. Audio output capture. Desktop audio too. Help, I'm putting them all on. This is why I can't set up stuff live on live. It's just not gonna work. Oh yeah, I will have to pause it periodically. I will get copyright struck if I let it play the whole way. That's why are we doing this? This is interesting. Browser. No, that's not gonna work. Application audio capture? And then if I go to Avatar Fire, it's specifically Avatar Fire and Ash tab. Send us all to watch a trailer. Yeah, there it is. Okay. 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 We are recapping. I've seen these before. Okay. Her name's Winona Ryder, isn't it? No, not Winona.
The strength of the ancestors is here.
I mean, of course the animation's beautiful. I can't say anything about it there. I am pausing to avoid copyright. I mean, it still looks pretty. And of course it's made by James Cameron. Okay, that's sick. Hang on. Okay, so Sigourney Weaver, not Winona Ryder, thank you. It's it's interesting what they did with her character because it must be weird to play such a young character as sort of a very mature actress. Well, that's the thing, isn't it? Yeah. It's it is good. It's always going to be pretty. It's literally just like you go in, you watch the movie, you eat your popcorn, you look at it, and it's pretty. Like, that's sick. Look at that. Like, the amount of hours it must have taken, like, the designers, the concept artists, the animated, you know, like, the not animators, CGI animators. Yeah. Nah, it's so good just to look at. Oh, shoot, help me. Are these the... No, these are the guys they ride as well, hey. It's... yeah. Yeah, Sigourney Weaver is really cool. I mean, genuinely have so much respect for her as an actress. I still think it's a little weird that they aged her down so much, but it's fine. It's not a problem. She can certainly act well enough to pull it off. Dude, Pride Rock. Ah, I see, I see, I see. I see what you've been watching. Yeah, it's the same music, right? So they clearly you know, it's to invoke nostalgia. It's to you're supposed to feel like more familiar with the scene and the setting and the characters. I do like the sort of Maui-esque tattoos that they've given the specifically this guy. It's acting time. I don't remember the guy, the man, the name, main character. I'm sorry, he had a very normal name. I can't. Yeah, Jake. The Tolkien. Oh no, I should have watched the movies again. Yeah, Jake Sully. I don't remember him doing much in the second movie. I feel like he was there, but he wasn't like. It was more about his children. Uh, they've gone sort of the. They've gone sort of the way of Ice Age with the sequel formula.
You cannot live like this, baby. In hate.
Baby. Ah. Yeah, that's her reaction to him calling her baby. Ah, he became a terrorist. Oh, just in time for Christmas. Nice, December.
If there is something you can do,
I mean,
then you must do it.
okay. Again, it's like it's the design for the like aqua sort of living Navi. It's thick, it's good, it's so nice. You can see like the subtle differences. You can like almost trace like where it happens, like why it is the way it is. It looks so good. I want the plot to be good too. It does. Yeah, it's trailer editing. It's you know, the sentences are all kind of like detached from their meaning. I can't really absorb much of what's going on. It's just pretty pictures. Yeah. Yeah, the montage is made to hide the plot, yeah. Oh, cool. Cool. That's not Natiri, right? No, that's someone else. No, definitely someone else. I don't know why I thought that was Natiri. That's sick. Ah, and of course it's your classic like color. It's the black and the red. Can you tell who the bad guys are? Well, no, they won't be the bad guys. They'll have to win them over by the end of the movie, and then they'll team up against Mechatrons and humans. Mm. I mean, cool. Hey. Ah, that looks so cool. That's so interesting. They're not gonna go in depth onto how they can do that, are they? I hope they do. I don't know if they will. Yeah, they are the edgy guys. The Fire Nation. It's the Fire Nation. Oh, can you do that in real life? That's sick. Oh, do the Navi have... Oh, you mean the red Navi? Tails in the back there. We'll see if we can spot it again.
Spider.
Uh-oh.
And we will find another way.
My Blorbo, covered in blood, screaming. Sorry. Okay, sick. Okay, wait, I'm gonna look up the red Navi again. See, it's... cool outfit design. You can see the handprint in her chest. That's sick. Oh. I cannot tell from this shot. Yeah, the mind meld ponytail, but do they have, like... Yeah, so they got the ponytail, but then they also have the regular tail. Do the Fire Navi not have that? Oh, no. Spider was an interesting choice. Right, that's the name of the guy. The last human left behind. It was an interesting choice. Yeah. Because he's just kind of there for the sequel after not being established in the first movie, which, I mean, okay, you can forgive that because the movies are so far apart. It's just, yeah, interesting decision. It's a little weird. Yeah, Spider. Oh. No? They look like they got both. If that is a fire guy. Sick. Blue and red. My favorite color combinations.
Your goddess.
Sorry, I'm just looking, I'm just admiring. Respectfully.
Has no dominion here.
Ah, I see. Spider's mask must reek after wearing it for a decade. It's always red versus blue. Oh no, I'm dying. Damn. Oh, that's okay. I see what they mean. I see what they're doing. So we've done earth, water, fire. I can only assume the next one's air, but they're in flying ships. So yeah, I don't know. It's for real very interesting. Oh, that's fun. Sorry. Okay, we did get on a bit of a tangent there, but that's fine. Whoop, there we go. Where were we? All right. We're not beating the last Airbender accusations with this one. Oh. I mean, look, it was never going to defeat the Airbender allegations, mostly because of the name Avatar. Like, everyone always has to specify when they mention Avatar. They're like, oh yeah, the blue people Avatar. Like, it's never just its own thing, which I think is really funny. Because it did have a huge budget compared to the Nickelodeon cartoon. It's great. Next film, Avatar, Earth and Stone. Yeah. Didn't they say like 7 movies? Like, that's... How are we gonna pull the plot along for 7 movies? I'm sure they've like... It's been years. I'm sure they have a plan, like a long-term solution. I'm sure it's gonna involve like long-term arcs and stuff for the kids. Maybe. I don't know if I have the faith in them for that. But I will give them the benefit of the doubt. For sure. I haven't checked Twitch in a while. Watch it. Your copyright struck. You can't be watching this. Ah, that's annoying. How long has that been there? There we go. You know what? Yeah. If it's someone's passion project, you gotta give it a little bit of leeway. And I mean, if it keeps making $1 billion every time a new one comes out, then who are we to say anything about it? Yeah, I don't know. That's the thing, isn't it? It's always sort of like, I don't want to be mean because at the end of the day, a lot of work clearly went into the visuals. A lot of work clearly went into the pretty much everything. It's just that the plot lags a little bit. Like that's pretty much the only criticism I could ever have for the series. It's genuinely, and if it had like even then, like the first movie got away like pretty much scot-free because of like the incredible nature of like its technology, its its world building, its designs. It's sick. And yeah, I don't want to bully the movie too much, but I will say when I did see it in theaters, because I did see it in theaters, I did spend a lot of the movie going, yeah, because there are like some almost like it's not the kind of stuff you expect to see in a series or a movie with the size budget that it has. And I do want to acknowledge that, but I also want to acknowledge that it does everything else pretty much flawlessly. Just visual design, great, fantastic. Sigourney Weaver, awesome. Yeah, and they are fun to watch in cinema. No, not out loud in the cinema. People would axe murder me. It was a very full cinema. It was packed. Because it really was like, it was an event movie. It was like everyone wanted to see it. I went with like a whole group of friends. It was great. Yes, out loud. I stood up in the middle of the crowd and I said, actually, that's not. It doesn't make sense though. I wish Jake Sully had had more of a character arc. How did what's his face clone survive? Humanity for the win every movie. Yeah. Okay, let's make them more feathery and like puffy because the whole character's very round. And now it looks more like an Archaeopteryx, which is definitely how it's pronounced. And I'm so confident in it, I'm not even going to give it a second shot. I'm sorry, guys. I did get very distracted with this one. I have no excuse for it. But hey, we didn't do too bad. I don't think, at least. We've got Uno, fly trap. Ah, I see, I see. Nah, so that makes sense though. Like if it's a town thing. I don't know. The cinema I went to is like the biggest one in the city that we've got, I believe. And it was like, yeah, huge theater, 3D theaters, like the biggest one. It was yeah, like the biggest mall, the biggest cinema in the biggest mall. Actually, it's shut down now, so I don't know where we'll watch this one if it when it comes out. So, because I am gonna watch it as in cinema. That's kind of the only place you can watch it. It's definitely like that kind of movie. Not to chill out or anything. Or like Jake Sully. Oh no. Yay, Archaeopteryx. I did it. I am intelligent. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry it took so long to indulge the monkey request, but I'm glad I did. I think my badge of best boy goes to this one. Mouthsaurus. Ah, cool. Makes sense. I mean, yeah, small town cinemas and stuff. But yeah, the benefits of living in the city. The stream wasn't about monsters, it was about pets. It was about the friends we made along the way. Ooh. People in the cinema were laughing at the dying mother's poor mental state and 28 years later. Oh, that's rough. I'm sorry. That's... Oof. Yeah, I don't know, man. The world kind of sucks right now, but we'll be okay. Local attitudes will change. Slowly, over time. I'm sure of it. I've never been wrong before, except for all those other times. Mouthosaurus, yeah. I think he's cute. He's your baby. Right? Anyway, so we have a little... Okay, we did get distracted multiple times. But we made 3. I think that's a successful day. If you guys do. This was the Pokemon stream. This was the fake mon stream. Thank you all for coming. I tricked you all. Oh. Yeah, okay. Let's see. I am happy to leave it here if you guys are. A bit more of a casual, sort of low-key stream this time around. Yes, it is bedtime for me. I did look at the clock and immediately go, ah, yes, bedtime. I stayed up too late last night, and I am feeling the effects of it today, and it is unfortunate because I should have planned this better. Ah, yes, yes, yes. See, finally, I can monetize a stream and then play very copyrighted trailer all over it, even though it falls within guidelines and commentary guidelines and YouTube, please don't hurt me. Oh, I'm glad you think so. I like to think that every stream's getting better and better. I think I'm sort of getting more used to the groove of it. But yeah, no, I'm glad you think that. That's really that makes my day. Oh, thank you guys. Yeah. Let's see. We'll have another poll up to vote on what the next stream is on the Patreon. You can vote for it on any tier, but that's you probably already know that. Let's see. See you guys next week, Thursday, same time, same place. Yeah, this was cool. This was fun. Thank you so much. South African FBI crashes the stream. No, no, I've forgotten the name of our FBI equivalent. I think they're the Hawks. Anyway. It will be Uma Musume. I cannot say anything on that because I do not want to sway the vote. I like the horsies. I like gambling. That is all. Thank you very much. This has been my TED Talk. Okay. Thank you all so much. Okay. Have a great rest of your week. Thank you for sticking around. Thank you for watching. Okay. Bye. Bye, 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 bye. I never turned the music back on after the trailer. I'm sorry. Okay, bye.